And hello everybody, good evening. Today is Thursday, the 18th of July 2013, and this is an interesting video that I'm going to do, and it's regarding one of my followers on YouTube, I'm sorry, on Twitter, and he tweeted me a review that he had done of Man of Steel, and it is an interesting, an amazing review, probably one of the best reviews I've probably ever read, not just for Man of Steel, but for any movie, for quite some time. And he did this review in three sort of viewing aspects. Okay, he saw the movie three times. One was with his sister, another was with the other two were with two of his friends. Okay, his sister is she loved the Christopher Reeve movie, so as far as she was concerned, for her, Christopher Reeve was Superman. You couldn't have, you couldn't have made her even think that Tom Welling or Dean Cain or anybody else or Brandon Routh was Superman. As far as she was concerned, Christopher Reeve was her Superman, which is fine because the majority of Superman fans who've all seen the movies have all said the similar thing. The next person was a friend of his who is a big Marvel comic fan. He just doesn't care for DC at all. He is a full-on Marvel fan. He loves Marvel, basically. And the third person that he went to see it with, as I say, which is one of his other friends, was a guy who is more of a Batman fan than Superman. He just doesn't understand the whole reason why Superman even exists, kind of thing. So these three different aspects of how people have viewed the films, without saying too much, because I want you guys to read this review and I want you to look at it in your own view and what you think it all means, because even at the end of the review he does state that you need to go into this movie with an open mind, and the three people that he took with him pretty much all went in with an open mind, though one of them, as far as he was concerned, they're not going to do Man of Steel justice, kind of thing. They're not going to make Superman in the character that he's supposed to be, that a lot of people would see him, as he should be, taking down the bad guys and protecting humans, but it was more about the humanization of the character. He is a god. He's pretty much, Superman is in some essence a god living among humans, but he wants to view himself as a human. He knows he's an alien. He's struggling to come to the fact that he's got these incredible powers. How does he put them to good use? All that sort of stuff that we're quite familiar with. And as I say, the review itself, it is just pretty much almost pinpoint accurate. That if you are just a person who's into the Christopher Reeve movies, if you're a Marvel fan, or if you love comics but you're anything but a Superman fan, trust me, when you read this, it really does give you a much wider sense of realization as to what Man of Steel can, how it can affect people who have not really taken interest in not just Superman, but anybody else playing the character other than Christopher Reeve. So the guy's name is Tim Yates. Okay, he has got a blog, so I'll post a link down below that the review was posted on. Have a read of it. Okay, the three different aspects, he's got them all titled. The first one is, the viewer tied to the past shouldn't enjoy a new Superman film. This is just like giving a slightly, he gives a negative title, but he tells you the positives afterwards about that, the title. So he does a reverse psychology in some sense. The second one, the hardcore Marvel guy shouldn't like a DC film. And the third one, the anti-Superman DC fan. Okay, and as I say, when you read what he's written and the way that he's presented it, it is absolutely fantastic. As soon as I read it, the first thing I was like this was just such an awesome review. At the beginning he actually says, I knew right away that I didn't want to write about Man of Steel until I had a second viewing under my utility belt. While waiting for that second viewing, I began reading the reviews that were popping up online. The negativity I found became the catalyst that spawned the 6 previous versions of my Man of Steel review/response article. What you're reading now is version 7.0. each previous iteration somehow found a way to turn itself into a defense article based on another person's attack. As I drove more deeply into my defenses of the film, something finally dawned on me. A hero who has endured villainy for 75 years doesn't need me to defend him. Period. And as I say, that's like the opening paragraph. And what you read after that, seriously, yeah. I'm going to stop talking. Link is at the bottom. Have a read of it. Tim, seriously, son, well done. Absolutely well done. I've never really done a video about someone else's review of anything, movie, whatever. But when he sent me this via Twitter, I thought, I'll have a read of it. And I'm so glad I did. So, Tim, thank you very much. Everybody, have a read. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much. Bye.